The Aputure MT Pro and the Amaran PT1C are both two great tube lights with built-in batteries, and they're so versatile for a ton of different things in both photography and videography. I use these as fill lights for close-up B-roll shots. I also use the effects to just scroll through color pixel effects on them. You can use them as practicals in your scene, or you can also use them to light corners of a scene or just an area where it's not practical to get a large softbox in. So in this video, we're going to go over all the differences between these lights and discuss who should buy the MT Pro and who should buy the PT1C. So both of these also support full RGB color, and they also give you the ability to change between white color temperatures. On the PT1C, you can go from 2700 kelvins all the way to 10,000. On the MT Pro, though, you can go from 2000 to 10,000 kelvins. Both of these are very lightweight, although the PT1C is a little bit lighter than the MT Pro. They're also pretty much the same size. The PT1C is just a little bit longer though. What's interesting about the MT Pro is the magnets on it are a little bit bigger. They feel a little bit stronger, but on the PT1C, you can actually rotate the magnets, so you can adjust the angle of the light even if you're mounting this with the magnets. Also on the PT1C, or other ways that you can mount it is you get 3/8" threads on either side, and they also sell a separate clip that you can use that also has a 3/8" thread. That's really versatile for mounting this on different things as well. On the MT Pro, it has 1/4 20 threads, and there's one on the center of it, and there's one on the side. Also on the MT Pro on this side, you get the off-on slider switch, which I really like. Very easy to turn it off and on, and the USB-C port is there. On the back of the MT Pro, you get the screen, you get a scroll wheel, a menu button, a back button, and you can also click on the scroll wheel. It's easy to get through the menu with this because there's not a ton of buttons to worry about, but the scroll wheel does feel a little bit slow sometimes if you're changing brightness or the different color temperatures. On the back of the PT1C, there are more buttons. You have up and down arrows, so you just have to press it a bunch of times to change your brightness and other parameters. And you can pretty much completely control both of these through the buttons on the back of them, but they're also both fully compatible with the Sidus Link application, which is really nice if you want to pair a ton of different Aputure or Amaran devices. Then you can easily make scenes and settings and control all your devices at once. I really love the Sidus Link app, and I use it on both of these. You can also control both of them with DMX if you buy the USB-C to DMX adapter. Neither of these include that adapter. Also, both of these do include a nice USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and the PT1C also includes a pouch to store it in, but the MT Pro includes a full hard case, and it also has a little mini tripod. I personally don't use the mini tripod with it, but it is a nice extra feature that they include with it. Neither of them give you a spigot adapter or anything that you can put on the threads on either side of them, so they're pretty minimal in terms of accessories that they come with, but the USB-C to USB-A cable is very nice. Another difference you'll notice when you look at them, the MT Pro actually isn't a full 360 circular device. It's flat on the bottom, which is kind of interesting. It makes it really easy to set it on its side or point it up and down. But on the PT1C, the end caps rotate and lock into place, so you're able to change the angle on this one to more different angles, so it's a little bit easier to change. But I do get a little annoyed by the USB-C port on the back though, because that can get in the way of charging it. I kind of like the USB-C port on the side of the MT Pro better, but then your USB-C cable can be visible if this is being used as a practical in the shot. So both of these do have batteries built in, but the MT Pro has a battery life of 120 minutes, but it doesn't have a user serviceable battery. Now on the back of the PT1C, there's actually a screw that holds the battery cover in. You can change the battery on it, but it only gives you 70 minutes of battery life. So this one's not going to do quite as great of a job if you're running it on battery power. But if you're going for the tube light look, this definitely looks more like a tube light than the MT Pro. Both of these do support pixel effects, but the PT1C only has 4 separate pixels that can be activated on it. The MT Pro has 36 pixels, so you get a lot more pixels to use on it. In terms of weight, the PT1C weighs 0.69 pounds and the MT Pro weighs 0.86 pounds. In the real world, they feel pretty much identical. Another difference between the two of them is the PT1C tops out at 370 lumens at maximum brightness. The MT Pro comes in at 770 lumens at maximum brightness. This thing is surprisingly bright, and if you lower the brightness on the MT Pro, you're also going to be really surprised at just how long the battery lasts on it. One other accessory difference, the MT Pro includes the 45-degree grid, and the PT1C does have a grid, but you have to buy it separately, unfortunately. So the MT Pro is more expensive, coming in at $200, and the PT1C comes in at $140. And we can see they're similar, but there's also quite a few differences between them. So personally, I do prefer the MT Pro a little bit better. It's got a metal back instead of a plastic back, and I can just really notice the difference in brightness whenever I'm using this as a fill light, shooting B-roll, shooting in slow-mo, and when I need to get a little bit greater backlight, or even to hit a wider angle of what it's covering. But the PT1C does have that really nice tube light appearance to it, and I do really like the way that you can rotate the end caps on it. I do find the 3/8" threads on the outside to be a little bit more annoying to rig. It would be nice if there was a way to rig it from the middle as well without buying the clips separately. But the PT1C is still really flexible, gives you a lot of versatility with the mounting points on the outside and also with the clip you can buy and with the magnets on it too. So if I could have just one of these and I was using it as a nice practical light and fill light, I would get the MT Pro. But if you're going to build out a collection of the lights and you want to use them as more fixed practical lights, I would choose the PT1C instead, because this is going to give you more of that traditional tube light look, and also because you're going to be able to afford more of them. Amaran also has the PT2C and the PT4C, which are very similar to the PT1C, but they also come with cases, power adapters, the clips for attaching them to other rigging points, and they also give you a lot better battery life, and those lights are also a lot of fun. But if you're looking for small handheld lights for use for just fill light or practical lights on your set, both of these are great, and I really enjoy using both of them, but I do like the MT Pro just a little bit better for moving it around the room, using it in more creative ways. But the PT1C also does a fantastic job, just with a little less brightness and a little bit less durability than the MT Pro. If you have any other questions about these lights, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. If you're interested in buying either of these or any of my other Aputure or Amaran lights I recommend, I have links for all of them in the description below.